trees and power lines down. Debris everywhere. That is the scene in Eden tonight after a round of storms hammered the city last night. Destruction hit all corners of the small city. And WFMY News 2's Daniel Cruz walked the neighborhoods today as people started to pick up the pieces of their damaged communities.
As you drive through the heart of Eden, it won't take you very long to find neighbors cutting up and clearing out. All that Mother Nature brought down on Saturday night. Trees and power lines peppered the city landscape. Damaging winds and hail also left thousands without power.
We have a privacy fence that's connecting Brian's house and our house, and it's in there somewhere.
Wanda Charles lives just off of Old Highway 87. She says this large oak tree just barely missed one of her two houses along this road, but large limbs did leave a gaping hole in her neighbor's roof, so much so you can see right through to the inside of the house.
To see the damage and going, what am I going to do? You know, and then making sure my houses are okay, and then seeing my poor neighbor having a skylight.
Sheila Wilkerson was not at home when the storm moved through her neighborhood. A phone call from her daughter left her concerned about exactly what she would find when she got home.
The closer we got to the house, and we saw that there were trees down in the area and all, the more concerned I got.
Wilkerson and her family spent their Sunday clearing several fallen trees and snapped limbs, but luckily none of them fell onto their house.
We don't see this every day. That storm was killer.
Just across the street, a centuries-old oak tree buried this home. The owners were just about finished painting and renovating the house. In just a few weeks, new tenants were set to move in.
We've got 4, I think, that I've noticed just in my 10 minutes being down here, that people are outside cutting things up and hoping they'll be able to restore their houses and be safe to live in.
Rockingham County Emergency Services says they spent Sunday making sure to get as much power restored as possible, and they will begin storm damage assessments on Monday. But despite all of the damage that was left behind, there were no injuries related to the storm.
You know, I was just thankful that my house is okay, my animals were okay, and our vehicles that were here didn't get damaged, so it could have been a lot worse.
Reporting in Eden, Daniel Cruz, WFMY News 2.